naira spent tells a story. Today, we're diving into a very powerful and patriotic topic, that is, Think Nigeria, Buy Nigeria.
Wow, that's fascinating. You know, as we celebrate the rich diversity and resilience of our great nation, we are spotlighting locally made products, from fashion to food, even cosmetics. There's really no stopping Nigerians, wouldn't you say?
It's all about thinking homegrown, celebrating local content, and, of course, ensuring that we celebrate what is ours. It's your favorite weekend show, Weekend Deal, coming to you from the network service of the NTA. I am Patience Eloyi Abba.
Indeed, join us today on the program as we explore the diversity and the rich coloration of locally made products, especially as a simple choice of making a purchase can boost the economy and signify Nigeria and place us on the global stage. We know you'll be a part of our conversation today. Welcome. My name is Thelma Obazat.
It's a beautiful day right here in Mandalay. Love the way that you smile and the way that you wear your hair, and all the things that you say makes me just want to stay. And all that I know, I'm having a wonderful day. As I'm sitting right here, there is one thing that's on my mind. As I'm sitting right here, there's one thing that's on my mind. Just you and me, dance with me. Can I have this dance? Baby, can I have this dance? Say, baby, can I have this dance? Oh, 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 oh. It's a wonderful time as we watch the trees as they sway. And all I want to do is love you like every day. You're the one that I want, the one I would always need. And your love that you give brings me to my knees. As I'm sitting right here, there is one thing that's on my mind. I'm sitting right here. There's one thing that's on my mind. Can I have this dance? Can I hold your hand? Yeah, yeah. Under the street, just you and me, dance with me. Can I have this dance? Baby, can I have this dance? Oh, oh, oh. Can I have this dance? Oh, oh, oh. Can I have this day? Baby, can I have this dance?
MC Ash. Honestly, you can have this dance as far as it's made in Nigeria. If it's made in Nigeria, you can have this dance. I'm ready to dance. Well done. That was beautiful. Okay, we have some guests in the house, and I'll go straight to it. Every year, the Jehovah's Witnesses have their convention of Jehovah's Witnesses. It's a yearly event, and they're going to have one soon. And that's why, I think it's ongoing, right? And then we have some officials of the assembly here. I'd like to start by introducing the first one. He is Femi Akinlade, the Northern Regional Spokesperson for Jehovah's Witness. Let's see. Okay, there's no profile, so Thelma.
Okay. We also meet, greet, and make welcome Mr. Olusegun Eroyemi, the National Spokesperson for Jehovah's Witnesses. We welcome you to Weekend Day, and it's great to have you here with us today. Okay, we need to hit the ground running very quickly, and we'll start by asking you, Jehovah's Witnesses are very committed and dedicated all over the world. What is it that makes them so committed? Is it some training they get when they become Jehovah's Witnesses, or it's inborn?
Well, in terms of being committed or being healthy, being spiritual, it's not inborn. We're all born in sin. And because we're born in sin, we do need some help. And that's the essence of this convention. It's called pure worship. It tells you that worship is not just routine, it's not just a formalism, it's a way of life. It's going to affect you in your place of work, as a husband, as a wife. So what are those things that can fine-tune you purely? Just as you look at pure gold, pure water. If you can purify all of those things, you should purify worship. So just to help people understand
What
that
about
worship...
the knocking of doors, though?
Oh, yes, that's part of
Why
it.
come to our doors, for the most
Yeah.
part?
Because when you learn something and you're excited to tell people, that's what NTA does, isn't it? You want to broadcast what you have, what you know. So the same way we have been affected, maybe because somebody taught me God's word and it affected me. I'm excited to tell other people about it. And it's a command too by Jesus Christ. Go and tell people what I have commanded you.
Wow.
That's right.
Sometimes people even shut their doors on Jehovah's Witnesses. When they see them coming with the bag and those pamphlets, they just close the doors and go away.
That's right.
But they keep coming.
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Remy, I'm going to ask you a question before I go to him. Are you considering doing anything in broadcasting? You have a broadcast voice. Has anybody ever said that to you?
Well, actually, I am a broadcaster.
Okay,
As it
he's
is
a
said,
broadcaster.
once you're one, you're always one.
You always won. That's
Great,
beautiful.
great.
Okay, so I will come to you now, sir. And the question is, I do know that your convention is ongoing. What is it about? What's the need for an annual convention like this? What are people going to take away from that convention, from this convention?
Excellent question. Thank you very much. The theme of the convention is pure worship. The truth of the matter is we all have an innate desire to worship. But what do we worship? A higher authority, ourselves, sports or entertainment star, money? There could be some confusion along that line. Jesus Christ is the one who is eminently qualified to show us the way, to teach us how to worship, and our worship could be acceptable. So this convention is to broadcast, to amplify all that Jesus said and taught about pure worship. It's a 3-day program, as you said. We started yesterday and it's continuing today and on Sunday. Each day will start by 8:20 a.m. and then we close by 3:45 tomorrow. But tomorrow we close by 2:50 so that people can travel back to their various locations. Are there benefits of coming? Yes, of course. There are huge benefits for attending that convention. The benefits are personal, immediate, practical, and everlasting.
Oh, thank you so
I want
much.
to thank you
That's
very
good.
much for coming
So
on Weekend Deal
anybody
today.
can come. Anybody can come. It's free for everyone.
Exactly. Admission is free. No collections are taken. All are invited to attend.
Even non-Jehovah Witnesses.
Yes, this is at the National Stadium.
So
it's
anybody can
open
come.
to everyone.
And you start at what time daily?
8:20 today, 8:20 yesterday, 8:20 tomorrow.
Okay, well done. Thank you so much for being a part
Thank
of
you
Weekend
very
Day
much for
today.
having us. Thank you
Mr.
very much.
Olusegun Eroyemi and Mr. Femi Akinlade, National Spokesperson and the Northern Region Spokesman, both for Jehovah's Witnesses. It's been great having you on Weekend Deal. And I think our show continues now with our background feature. You know how we often do, we set the tone with a background feature. Today is no different. And guess where, guess how, guess who? NTA Kanu has that honor today. They did their research, they did the work. Let's see what they're bringing forth.
Over the years, Nigerians have the habit of patronizing foreign goods.
In some cases, people are having the habit of maybe seeing foreign good as superior based on the differences in technology. Their technology is more sophisticated, so we believe they are producing higher quality goods.
Possibly, in those days, locally made goods were produced more or less using rudimentary technology. But today, things are beginning to change.
Muna ganin abubuwa a catalog tun ma ba social media.
We used to see things in the catalog before social media,
Na waje suka yi,
and we are imitating. Through that, we are able to produce as much as they do. All these goods you see here,
catalog ne wani
we
ma
copy them
after za ka shiga ka
from the catalog.
da abin da ka ga an yi kai ma sai kai.
In Nigeria, nowadays, there are quite a good number of companies who produce goods of high quality, even to compete with the so-called foreign products.
If we patronize our goods and services, after some time, the quality will improve necessarily, because as they get more patronage, the manufacturers will be improving the quality of the food. Every other nation that you see develop now, they follow that process. Initially, they do not have qualitative product and services, but when they continue, as time goes on, they produce qualitative product.
But it is left to us to change the psyche of Nigerians to accept our own. Indeed, patronizing locally made products and services will foster economic development, promote creativity among people, as well as create job opportunities.
It will strengthen the naira, our local currency, against other international currencies. Part of the reason why the naira is weak now is because we are an importing nation. We are importing rather than an exporting nation. If our export will be more than our import, our naira will get strengthened.
No doubt, this foreign goods patronage over local ones goes a long way in dampening the spirit of local manufacturers and lead to closure of many factories around. People are of the opinion that until so much sensitization is done in the media through public service announcement in schools as well as in public functions on the importance of locally made patronage. We will continue to desire foreign goods at the expense of local ones.
Thank you so much, NTA Kano. I mean, from the food we eat to the clothes we wear and to the businesses we support, we should always think in Nigeria. We'll be going over to NTA Aba now, and their focus is on the rise of Nigerian brands. NTA Aba, take it away.
The importance of small and medium enterprises to the development of any economy cannot be overemphasized, as it contributes significantly to employment, gross domestic product, and overall economic growth. In Aba, the commercial hub of the Southeast, fashion and leather works stand out and contribute immensely to the economic development of Abia State in particular and Nigeria at large.
Aba is one of the hubs in the country that you can rely on when it comes to the manufacturing or producing of leather materials, textiles, and leatherettes. Yeah, they are like that because, like I said in the past, we have tested and confirmed, proved that we have a very high quality finished goods.
We are proud to put Aba Meshu because Aba Meshu is now making names in the whole world. Do you know now we are exporting shoes from here to London, from here to Germany, from here to America? Not only shoes, bags, belts, all these things are being produced here.
When there is boost in production of made in Aba goods, employment will be created. Employment will be created. And the greatest beneficiary will be the city of Aba itself, the state, and the country at large.
This is a Mejaka Fabrics cluster in Ngwa Road, Aba, basically known for clothing business.
When you talk about garments, Aba is number one. So there is influx of foreigners into Aba every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. As you can see today, everywhere is bubbling with activity.
Correct Guys Concept and Nora Culture Creation are special brands in Aba. With the combination of beautiful African fabrics and designs, these products have continued to gain acceptance at the local and international markets.
The Correct Guys Concept is a clothing brand. Based on the African wears made in Aba, especially. We make suits, senators, every varieties of men wear. As far as you put in your order, we are here to deliver. So we shipped our clothes to different countries.
Of course, my labels carry Nora Culture Creation, made in Nigeria, made in Aba. I'm a proud Aba girl because from Aba here, I'm reaching to the world. So I am very, very proud to create beautiful products that people all over the world can actually order from wherever you are and we send to you. It means that we are doing something great. It means that our designs are very lovely. And I'm so glad that I'm showing the world what African culture looks like through my dresses, through my bags, and through my shoes.
When you talk about leatherworks in Aba, Cosmo the Great shoes easily come to mind. The brand has continued to make impact in shoe production for the past 2 decades.
We're not using anybody's brand except our own brand because we trust our products. Because our products, what we use in making our footwears, mainly we export them, and it's of high quality. We don't compromise.
For these entrepreneurs, their challenges remain the same: high cost of power, difficulty in sourcing raw materials locally, and high cost of production.
For a manufacturing company like this, we need light constantly. So getting electricity has always been a challenge, and the high cost of electricity has also been a challenge. Then we also had, of course, everybody needs money. Finances has also been a challenge to get some kind of machines that we need to make our job faster and easier.
Today, I have already bought a fuel of 20,000 naira, which by 3 o'clock, the fuel will finish. So our challenge is light.
Be it clothes, shoes, or bags, Aba remains your sure plug for high-quality products. So, when next you go to the market, buy Made in Aba products and let's build Nigeria's economy together. Remember, these products are affordable, durable, and of high quality.
Wow, isn't that amazing? You know, when we were here, we're just saying, see our bow. Those things were totally amazing. We just hope that also the durability has also been improved. And we also know that oftentimes, you know, when they make their product, they'll put Gucci, they'll put Fendi, they'll put, no, own your product. Nigerians are proud of how far we truly have come. So our guests are here to help us nourish our conversation at this time. Let's meet, greet, and welcome Honorable Jesse Okejo Onwakalusi. He is a lawyer, a politician, and a civil rights activist. He has a not-for-profit, non-governmental organization. His profile is next.
You're welcome to Weekend Deal.
Welcome.
Okay, he's not alone. He's with a family member, and it's an honor to welcome again back to the Weekend Deal studio, Alhaji Mohammed Sani Kalba. He is the co-founder, Business Visa and Training Company Limited, and West Africa and Black Origin Export Company Limited. Sir, you're welcome to Weekend Deal. No, yes, let's see his profile. I think the one happened, of course. Let's see his profile.
Okay, welcome once again, family friend, lover of Nigeria. We welcome you. Okay, so we're talking about Think Nigeria, Buy Nigeria, because some people, or we say, it does seem as though some people think many Nigerian products are not up to standard, or they don't, they're not able to close the gap for them. We've also spoken extensively about Nigeria is an importing nation, and we know there are several attempts to also export. But let me say, let me start with you, Honorable JC. Tell us, where are we now as we speak? Think Nigeria, buy Nigeria. How enthusiastic would you say are Nigerians to purchase made in Nigeria products? Because we have quite a variety of them.
Okay, first of all, you don't think of today without reference for yesterday. You must say that after the independence, pre-independence, Nigeria were in the production stream. If you take back early 60s, we did discover that most of the things that are being used in Nigeria in the area of textiles and other related are produced in Nigeria. In fact, if you look at history between 1960s and 70s, the production, we have about 175 textile industry, and they produce about over $1 trillion then. Now, I will take you back to Peugeot Motors. Between 1975 and 1985, Peugeot was producing at the daily, per annum, 33,000 to 60,000 per annum. That was what Peugeot was producing in Nigeria. In other words, Nigeria have been a place where we produce what we want. And presently, why I want to use that emphasis, because I have a bill on it that's emphasized that we should patronize Nigerian produced cars, more than any other before you go to the. So in 1975 to 1980, Peugeot Kaduna was producing 35 to 66,000 per annum. And presently, Nigeria requires about 720,000 vehicles per annum. That's what we import. In other words, if we have continued in that trajectory in the 75 to 80, we are producing 66,000 per annum. By now, we would be able to produce all the cars we need. Now, it declines in 80s and 90s, and presently now, the Peugeot is producing about 120 cars per annum. And in Nigeria, we are producing 14,000 cars per annum. And we require in the market the use of about 772,000 per annum. In other words, we are giving out over 1.07 trillion naira dollars to outsiders, which should be here. And ordinarily, I just want to take you historical back. So before we go into the what think of Nigeria, Nigeria Airways started by Chief Mbazuki Amechi, the first minister for Nigerian aviation, and they started with about 8 to 12 aircraft. I must tell you that most countries like Rwanda, even German pilots came to Nigerian airline training center to train their pilot. Just to give you historical parts of where we are coming from and where we are supposed to be. Now, in between the time, we lost the track. And when we lost the track, we began to have a great appetite for foreign goods. I have no qualms about importing, but I know that if you're able to utilize what you have, you don't need to go further. And look at the topography of Nigeria. Nigeria have about 930 square meters, 1,000 square meters. And the land, if you see green and white, why does it reflect green and white? It's because we are green and nature that we can produce all you need. And that's the essence why you have green, white, green. It means important that we can produce.
We can indeed produce, and I want to say that that was that was a good throwback, taking us back to where we were before, and I mean, it just makes it. So let me, as a follow-up question to that, Alhaji, why do you think that Nigerians should prioritize Nigerian goods and services? How important is that to us as a nation?
Well, thank you very much, and good morning, everyone. You see, there is a strong proverb of African indigene, which says that when you keep lamenting on the past, it means the present is not good. So, and we have much more better opportunities now than before. And certainly, what's the difference? We should look at, before, when we are all determined to tax ourselves that yes, we've been given independent or allowed to now do things our own ways. Everyone wants to excel in whatever he believes in. That's on the platform of being a Nigerian. And it doesn't stop there. There is a penalty to whatever you do which is wrong in accordance to what we are trying to achieve. But look at now. We get to grow and know that before you can tease someone, Igbo man, it's a joke. And he will throw back Onyausa. But now it's hatred. If he tells you Igbo, you can see it. Where is this one coming from? You know, so basically where I'm heading to is that yes, we have all the policies in place. We have all the products. We have the standard that the world doesn't even know that it exists. But we lack the background, the people that matters to now set this thing rolling, make the right policies, make punishment on violators, on all this. It will break your heart when a foreigner is telling you that, yes, I know this is wrong, but what did your law says? Take me to the authority. Because he knows the law is weak. And it's true. He can now violate 100 million a crime and take him to our court. They will charge him 10 million or 6 months in prison. He will be giving you 10 million and be doing that thing. And you give him protection in addition to what he's doing. So you see, if we want to do it, it's not us that start doing it. Let's look at those countries that have excelled. How do they do things? You shouldn't be ashamed to now enact law, Nigeria first, Nigerian product first. Who are the largest consumers or buyers of all this thing? You can't be pushing entrepreneurs, produce this, set up standard. Which kind of global standard? Our standard exceed that of the global standard. Yes, of course. Let them tax us. Let us do it. We have displayed these things there. You see, when recently the president now come up with new policies of all what we are saying. But tell me, you and I cannot take me to a location or a place or market that we identify that this is where if you need Nigerian product, this is where they are. And these are their standard. We don't even value our scientists to give us, to analyze all these things. We don't believe in them. So tell me you'll be pursuing foreign standard, global standard. What about your standard? Introduce it to the world. Let them now be competing or make a reference that we need Nigerian standard. We do have them.
Okay.
You know, we don't have to be ashamed about this. We don't have to be ashamed of wearing our faces and said, yes, we are Nigerians.
But Thelma, sorry, before you go on, talking about standards, I'm thinking that could it be because a whole lot of us don't follow the right things, don't do the right things. I remember somebody went to the market to buy a bag of soya bean. And when he brought it home, honestly, it's my personal experience, half of it was sand because he didn't check. So it couldn't be that when you're talking about this Nigerian standard, it could be that we ourselves have shot ourselves to the foot by doing the wrong thing.
You might be wrong on that aspect.
Okay. I'm learning, yeah.
You see, when you now ridicule the price, we don't have price control.
Okay.
Something worth 10,000, you'll be pricing, I beg, no be carried, is 2,000. They said, meet this madam. Okay, I'll give you that 2,000. I mix it up.
Oh.
You see, you frustrate them. You don't care how they go about it. You give them standard. For instance, now you said, okay, this is a standard. You need to have NADA certificate. And he went through his nose, maybe some of them 2 years before they get those certification. What happened after getting the certification? You that gave them that certification, you now give a foreign company producing the same thing with him to now come in and compete with him in his own environment, which his own, that foreign company policies is different from here. No any incentives whatever to motivate you. So tell me, in your own, they cannot create competition in your own home. That's why people are now, you will produce something, so it looks like the Abbas stuff we just saw now. You go there, they are Nigerians. Some of them are coming from West African countries, and they will come, they will say, it looks perfect, like Italy. He will ask you, what can I put there? This can go for Italy. Put Italy. And he will put it there. He is losing nothing. And go to Kano as well.
Okay.
You see, we can do
Alhaji
this
Gaba.
on and on and on.
Okay, thank you, Alhaji. That's a very intriguing one. And we do, perhaps that's why we see Fendi and we see Gucci or made in Aba products. And I know that there's a lot of pride in making things we can use.
Honestly.
Some of them are good. And they last.
Very good.
Okay, so very interesting conversation. Take pride in what you make. We need policies that work. You know, we need to create an enabling environment for Nigerian businessmen and entrepreneurs to thrive. All that will come back when we come and talk with Honorable about policies and the like. And he's also a barrister. But for now, we're going to Benin. There's one thing we know is celebrated at home and abroad. Our cuisine. You know, sometimes you see people making our soups online and you see foreign families, when they taste, as the woman is cooking, the kids are already salivating because they know that it is going to be amazing.
Honestly.
Well, NTA Benin is reminding us again of the pride that our cuisine, the pride of place it has, not just in Nigeria, on the continent, but in the world. NTA Benin, take it away.
Edo's identity shines through its cultural products in various ways, reflecting the region's rich heritage and history. This is further demonstrated in Edo's artistic expertise, depicted in bronze casting, beadwork, and others.
One of the things that made Benin to be known before now has to do with the artwork that Benin people do produce. This could be bronze, could be brass, could be wooden beads.
If you go to the streets of New York, you go to Manhattan, you go to the streets of London, the high streets of London, you're not going to see any good art and craft shop or a museum without a bronze work from Edo. So that tells you that our works meet international standards.
From the artistic precision of artworks as an export potential comes locally made snacks and beverages that can also spice up the global market.
We have varieties of made in Nigerian products, ranging from cassava flour to plantain flour, so they are well packaged enough for exports. There are various other snacks that are made from potatoes, because we found out that majority of Nigerians in diaspora are always in need of this product.
When you are talking about producing and exporting, it's the duty of the government to enhance policy.
Experts say with the right supports and infrastructure, Edo snacks and beverages industry, and indeed her art craft, can tap into international markets, creating jobs and boosting the economy.
What we are doing in Edo State is to encourage young entrepreneurs to call on investors, to bring our investors like what we did with the German government, to come into Edo State and see how they can support this art that is, in quote, dying. Branding and packaging and repackaging is the way to go, is a key element for marketing and promoting the Edo art.
As they say, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a step. The future is full of prospects and the space wide open for a full range of export products from the city of arts and culture.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Every day people complaining about the way things there are going. Gotta fight for what you believe in. Gotta fight for yourself. Every day people complaining about the way things there are going. Gotta fight for what you believe in. Do it now. Do it now. Gotta be the change you wanna see. Shine your light so everyone can see. Gotta be the change you wanna see. Shine your light so everyone can see. Be the change that you wanna see. Oh, oh, oh. Every day people complaining about the way they are feeling. Gotta fight for yourself. Yeah. Gotta fight for your life. Every day people are crying. Gotta fight for yourself. Do it now. Do it now. Gotta be the change you wanna see. Shine your light so everyone can see. Gotta be the change you want to see. Shine your light so everyone can see. Be the change that you want to see. Oh, hey. Listen now. Gotta fight for what you believe. See, it can only get better. Can't you see everything is gonna be good? But all you gotta do is gotta be the change you want to see. Shine your light so everyone can see. Gotta be the change you wanna see. Shine your light so everyone can see. Be the change that you wanna 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 see.
Be the change that you want to see.
Some of my sisters, you know, here, Weekend do have experienced MC Osh before today. Augustine Oroko is a familiar face and a friend for them. For me, I'm a first timer. Austin, beyond your amazing outfits, Kai, I'm loving your music. And I know Nigerians are loving your flavor. This is Think Nigeria, Love Nigeria, Embrace Nigeria. Gentlemen, let's give it up for MC. Are you not feeling it? Yeah.
Well done, well done.
Yes, you are a patriot indeed. So we're talking about Think Nigeria and Buy Nigeria. We want to look at the now. We know that things have happened in the past that have brought us to where we are. In fact, some people have described some situations before now as a quagmire. But good as seen, patriots have been working assiduously. We've been to Aba, we've been to Edo, we've also been to Kanu, and the work continues behind the scenes. Honorable Sir, lawyer, politician, civil rights activist, the enchilada, that's you pack and come plenty.
No pack.
You've spoken about policies and the likes. We were also thinking, how far are you going beyond the policies to feel the pulse of Nigerians, to know their mindset, to know the trajectory, then bring it to the fore in putting together a bill or formulating a law? Tell us. We are speaking about Kenya. Tell us about whom.
Well, first of all, I must say that making Nigerian great is a holistic approach. You and I have a role to play. It is not done by one person. In other words, when you are seeing made in Aba goods, those made in Aba goods, I know most of these things are produced in Aba, and I use it. And I proudly wear it anywhere I go.
And it's amazing.
This is my...
Patience, you see this?
Yeah, I love it.
I wear this everywhere I go. I was in Washington recently in Congress. Many other war suits, I wore this. And I have had sex. People say, I like it. Because Nigerians is the greatest nation, one of the greatest nations on planet Earth. We have all it takes to make it greater. So I'm of those who believe that there's no place that Nigeria. I can't seek for citizenship of any other country but Nigeria. So thinking home, buying Nigerian goods is a all-pronged approach. Two of us, you and I, will decide. If you begin to patronize made in Nigerian goods, you create market for other people. You create market for new market, and the Nigerians have been, you boost the economy, and you reduce the capital flight. Because it is when we port, we reduce the currency that is available for us to use. So I strongly believe that all of us, in one way or the other, have a role to play. Just like I gave you historical part we have come through, and I just mentioned to you in the background conversation that some of the buildings at the Federal Secretariat were built by Nigerians, Nigerian companies. And some of the stadiums were built Nigerians in 80s and early 90s. So it brings now to Nigeria to have confidence in themselves. And that's why when you have confidence in yourself, like when I wear this, I don't need anybody to give me endorsement. Because I feel that I'm a black man. I feel that this is what will suit me.
The pride is still.
So but we need to stop. How do we now? We need to stop what is coming in.
Now, what we stop?
For us to see the beauty, like look at Alaji's slippers. Amazingly made in Kano, like he told us. Would you have believed it had he not told you?
Honestly,
so let's stop what is coming in, so we can see clearly what we have at home.
No, that's the way and what I'm driving at. I said it is decision, a holistic decision taken by you and the government.
Yes.
Because many times we push everything to government, but we have a role to play. Just like I mentioned behind the scene that journalists is the fourth realm of the estate. In other words, their role is to provide information, hold government accountable, and pattern the information to suit the influence Nigerians in all forms. These are the three major roles we are playing.
That's what we are doing even
And
now.
that's what. So to enable us to do it more.
Okay.
We will go a long way. Like we are pointing out, why have you taken up? We have a lot of bees, we have a lot of laws that are in existence, but we're able to fortify it. Like I have a bee now.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. If you keep going, I know, Honorable, you can keep on. We are almost committed, so I would want Alhaji to come into this conversation. Now, very quickly, what sectors do you think will benefit from local patronage? What specific sectors do you think can benefit from local patronage?
You see, first, if I ask you, what are those sectors you have identified? What standard or what process do you qualifies you to say this product is Nigerian standard? We don't have that yet. We come up with policies without robbing minds, going in there. There are certain places now when you just sit down in office, you just come up with a standard and say this is what will be followed. But how do you expect that to work? And those are politicians coming up with policies. We don't tax them anything. They go there. We should be having Nigeria first. If you come to a campaign ground, you make promises, let the promise be just attached to all the region have endorsed it. This is what we want. We don't care whether you're PDP, whatever name you call your political parties, but this is what we want. And the region will stood to it. If it's a bridge, let us all say, anybody coming to campaign to us, is that bridge, you're promising you do it, if you got bought it, fine, let us hold him to that. And we should be able to ask him, where are you going to source those fundings? Don't tell us you after voting you, what you met is empty. Didn't you know the kind of office you're voting in for? So that transfers to our own products. We don't even care because most of them, you have been to our showroom, you have seen we've gathered more than 500 different products from Nigeria, different states. And most Nigerian leaders, when they come, are you sure this is from Nigeria? This one, Nko, you need to know your country, what you are sitting on, and how you can navigate those things. It's like a doctor. If you mislead your doctor, definitely he's not going to give you the right treatment. So these products, if you are promoting them, you don't even know them, you can't differentiate, you don't even have prices for them, you don't even have standard for them. How do you want them to generate something for you? How do you want to change the scenario? Like growing back in 70s, you see, we find out that when stealing was the high disturbing thing in Nigeria, what do? The leaders said, okay, we will now put death penalty on stealing. Then stealing just vanished. Suddenly it surfaced again when human rights start coming up to say, no.
Come on.
Thank you, Alhaji.
Thank you, Alaji.
Thank
You are bringing so much to the fore, and the learning, it's a learning curve. That's why, we say we need to continue to create the awareness and let our word be our bond. When we make promises, either as citizens, as media, as businessmen, a promise is a debt. That's why Christy promised she would bring us a package talking about buy Nigeria, build Nigeria, and of course she kept her word. We would like our dear guests to react to this package. Christy, take it from here, please.
Buy Nigeria to grow Nigeria. That is one saying we must have heard more over the years, so much that it sounds abstract when said in our hearing. However, Nigeria and indeed Nigerians are blessed in more ways than that, from fashion design, arts, entertainment, food, crafts. The list is endless. With over 200 million people in Nigeria, anyone would expect big sales on every product, but no, our consumers are more from the outside.
You have to develop a marketing plan and strategy to be able to push those products and services to where they are needed to be bought and to be used. So it's important for governments to make sure that the enabling environment is as conducive as possible.
It's easy to point fingers and blame someone else for this, but the truth lies in all of us. Are we patriotic enough to step out looking all dolled up in our Nigeria clothes and accessories?
Our role models, our senior officials, can help in promoting made in Nigeria product or our brand. And here I'm talking from the president down to the smallest, or maybe the small officials. And I was just making reference to the DGWTO, Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala. Honestly, anytime I see her in her traditional dress, I feel proud. You go to any of our outings, whether in Geneva or elsewhere, you see her in typical Nigerian dress, and that has helped in promoting our local brand. I think that's something which needs to be replicated by all, so that our brand will go well. People will get to know more about it, and people will start using our brand all over the world.
From Nigeria's automobiles to fabrics, food, medicine, and natural resources and talents, we are top-notch. Show your pride. Think Nigeria, buy Nigeria.
Thank you so much, Christy. Then I'll come to my guest. Tell, what do you think we can do to boost our pride in our product? And I'll start with Alhaji before Honorable. What do you think we can do so that Nigerians would rather eat our local cornflakes instead of the foreign one? 2 minutes. Let's talk about this. Okay. 1 more minute. My director quickly said something and I changed it. So we are live and anything goes. So just tell me, what do you think?
All right.
Yeah, take it, Alhaji.
Okay, fine. What we should do is we should identify those things, the manufacturer's pains, you encourage them to manufacture it, and you're not liable to purchase it. And there is no excuse. Thank God to this government has prioritized a policy that Nigerian product first, but the issue is how do you implement those policies? Who are the ones to put in the structures? So these are easy. We should open a policy, if they will allow us. We have like our hope here that we have collective products of Nigeria made and the manufacturers. So all we need to do is now registered with the government agency. But I tell you, putting government to take charge of this might not work, might not give the result. We have, since from President Obasanjo, the 40% Nigerian mandatory.
Okay.
And it didn't work.
Honorable can be part. Honorable.
You have some bills you spoke of earlier. Please link that quickly in 1 minute to what you just saw. Think Nigeria, buy Nigeria.
Well, first of all, let there be attitudinal change between you and I. Let's think of Nigeria, patronize Nigeria. Think about text Nigeria, eat Nigeria in all forms. Secondly, I have 2 bills. One on patronizing locally manufactured cars in Nigeria, and that would be a priority before any agencies, when it comes to law, before any agencies will buy any foreign car, it means that those cars doesn't exist in Nigeria. So we're looking forward that will enable us to be able to patronize, all the agencies in Nigeria be able to patronize made in Nigerian goods. That will boost our industry. Secondly, I have another bill on price control. If you go to few African countries, they still have wages and measure, where they weigh every goods. Those does not exist in Nigeria again. So we want to return it back so that because that will give you a value for your price. You'll be able to know the kilometer and the price will go. In all the forms, I must say that this is a good opportunity that Nigerians begin to take pride in what we have. We are one of the greatest countries on the planet Earth, and we look forward that by the next time next year, Nigeria would have patronized more Nigerians and get paid better Nigerians.
Indeed, we are one of the greatest countries in the world. I'm deliberately saying this because Nigeria they carry last. Thank you so much.
Capital of the world.
Yes, so we are. Thank you so much, Honorable J.C. Okejo. Thank you so much. And Alhaji Mohammed Sanigaba, family member. Thank you so much for being on the show today. We're going to break. The conversation is not done yet, so don't go away. Whoa! Okay. When did you learn to walk like this? Tell me about it. Tell me about it. Let's do this.
If we have 10 years, 10 decades, will we get it right? I want to welcome very warmly Cleopatra Vargas, actress, model, and internet personality. She has a profile. We'll take it now. Okay, yes, she's not alone here. In fact, we'll have a full house, and you get to meet each person one after the other. I know Patience said you won't take up modeling. Should we have Cleopatra guide us through?
You want me to get another advice from viewer telling me, Patience, stick to your media work? Is that what you want?
It's a combination of.
I tried music. Somebody actually sent a message and said, Patience, I love you, but just stick to your media work. You want me to
sometimes we walk in.
Oh, please.
Can you imagine us strutting like that with this tilt? Oh, baby.
Kill, baby. You're on fire.
I'm going far.
Yeah.
I think Ruth is a former model.
What?
You just took me to my 20s. Yeah, actually, I did modeling. A lot of people don't know. I did picture modeling. I did runway.
Bundle. I mean, I call her Little Miss Adorable. Yeah, she's not. I'm excited again. If I'm excited, there's a reason. Because when Weekend started, we had a pioneer presenter. She's doing many great things, and she can just do great things. But she's here today. She just turned the big 4-0, and she wrote a book. It is my pleasure, my joy, to welcome back home Ruth Patrick's Agwede. Let's see her profile.
Amazing.
That's my girl.
Ruth. You know, she's been doing it around and about, but we welcome you
Thank
very
you.
warmly, Ruth.
It feels
Patrick's
nostalgic for
Yes.
me,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
coming back here. Wow.
Look
And
at
you both are amazing.
Thank
you know,
you.
you've kept the show going.
Thank you so
Well
much.
done.
Thank you. Welcome.
And you look
Ruth.
amazing.
Thank you. Thank you. Without the headgear, right?
Yeah, she looks younger.
You know, so much more beautiful.
Yes.
Amazing.
Okay.
Welcome home indeed.
Thank you.
And Cleopatra's mother is here, Crystal, all the way from Las Vegas, bringing Cleopatra to Nigeria for the first time. We welcome our Nigerian sister, Crystal.
You're most welcome. You're most welcome. You're most welcome. Okay, I'm going to start with my little Miss Adorable. I like to call you that. I mean, how have you felt? How have you been feeling? This is your first time in Nigeria, right?
Yeah.
Have you eaten any of the food? Have you eaten any of our food at all?
Yes.
What did you eat and what did you like?
I like egusi soup and bitter leaf soup. with
Let's
powdered
go there,
milk.
girl. Egusi soup, bitter leaf. You enjoyed it.
Yes.
What did you eat with the egusi soup?
With the egusi soup, I ate fufu.
Big Nigeria!
That's our
By
sister.
Nigeria!
That's our sister.
Oh my
Welcome
God,
home.
welcome back home.
We embrace you with love and deep affection. Well done. You know, Cleopatra also models, a burgeoning entertainer. She's a cheerleader over there. Tell us about your experience. Have you been able to showcase some of your great things you do over there here?
Yes, I was able to showcase it, and I love all of what I do because they all make me happy, and that's what I like.
I'll come to Mom. Mom, when did you discover that she likes modeling, she likes entertainment? At what point did you discover that this girl is going to happen somewhere?
You know what? I was a former Miss Illinois 2016 in USA, and when I had her at 4 days old, we had her first photo shoot. She was just amazing, and every 3 months we just do a photo shoot, and every time the picture comes out, it's like, oh my God, girl, where did you get this from? So Cleo has always been a natural, and that's what she loves. You know, we've tried other things like tennis, swimming, ballet, and she doesn't like it. So this is really what she wants to do: acting, modeling, and dancing, and she's flourishing in it. So why not?
Nice.
Yes, why not?
So why not? The world beckons. Okay, let me go to our sister. Our sister, you know, we're there at the book launch, and the birthday was so amazing. I saw a part of Ruth that I'd never seen. I know we're talking Think Nigeria by Nigeria, so let me delve in there first. Think Nigeria by Nigeria, where are we? We always see you in your beautiful Ankara outfits. You look amazing today, for example.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank
yes,
you.
yes.
Okay. Thank you, Thelma. I'm an advocate for Buy Nigeria, Buy Nigeria, Buy Nigeria, Buy Nigeria, Buy Nigerians. You understand? So I've always loved to, you know, make and design my own outfits. You remember I started the fashion program when I was in the program department. Yes. And the whole concept was to promote made in Nigeria designs and made in Nigeria fashion, because Nigerian fashion has gone global. And beyond just global, if we don't rather promote our own, how can we, you know, project it? So, and there's a lot to celebrate, not just in fashion. There are a lot of aspects of this importation we have. We don't need it. You know, we don't really need importation because we have a lot of resources. Nigeria is blessed, Thelma. You know that. And it starts with us, you know, believing in our own produce, our own products. If we don't start believing in it, then which way to go? A lot of people just believe if it's not the branded name from another country, if you see made in Nigeria. And I think, you know, people who, manufacturers, whether you're in fashion or whatever it is, should be bold to just put, aside the fashion designers who are bold now because their brands have gone global, all the products, you make a bag, you make whatever it is, you should be branded. This is made in Nigeria.
Yeah,
with
thank
pride.
you so much, Ruth. And then, I mean, let's get to the meaty matter, like Thelma would always say. Let's get to the meaty matter. I mean, Friday, right?
On Thursday.
On Thursday, actually, we were together. Yeah. We celebrated your birthday, and of course, your book was launched. And we all know that as a broadcaster, you hardly have time. At what point did you sit down and say, okay, let me put this book together? And why that particular title? Just talk about it.
Okay, so I'm even surprised myself that I could pull through, because I think that was the toughest thing I had to
The
do.
surprise was evident even
Yes,
that day.
yes, because that was the toughest decision I had to do. It was a battle for over 13 years. I used to review books back then, and there was just this nudge to want to tell a story, tell my story. But I was waiting for a part in my life where it will be settled, you know. I forgot that life is a journey. You must get through these hurdles. There are different stages in one's life.
Okay,
but
we have Ruth there.
Oh yeah, yeah. Look at you walking into your party yesterday. Yeah,
she's walking in on Thursday.
Yes, on Thursday.
And this dress, anyway, I'm coming for it.
I styled
promised. You
actually.
promised. So style more. It's amazing.
Okay.
Thank you.
So yeah, continue your conversation.
Okay, so I actually got carried away with
Yes,
that.
we all did actually.
So I wanted to just pour down that thoughts, that story, and I was waiting. And I gave myself an ultimatum, forgetting that I am not my maker. So when I was approaching 40, 5 years ago, I told myself I'm not able to write that story in fiction. When I'm 40, then I failed myself. And it didn't happen this year, early this year. I'm going to turn 40, and I just felt that was it. So book was not the thing for me again. But in the place of prayer, I just heard poppers. Okay, poppers. What am I going to write about poppers? And then after a week, I got another message, the name of the book, Poppers is Not Safety. And I was like, why poppers is not safety? And I didn't know what to write. I didn't know how to go about it, because who am I, by the way, to write about poppers in life when we have great authors, you know, who have written about poppers? And I had to, you know, just follow as the Spirit led. And I just started. But it made me realize that those weight, those ultimatums, those processes in my life all these years was not about me. They were all intertwined in the purpose, my purpose in life, and it's part of our purpose, what we go through in life. You know, we just have to allow God align us. Sometimes we just feel our lives doesn't make any sense again, and there is no purpose. What's the essence of living? But that's actually what shapes you. That's actually what builds you. Those are your building blocks. I didn't realize it. And when I started writing a chapter, it was the toughest thing combined with work. It was so hard. I wrote some, you know, maybe after news, I've finished the news, I'll just stay back some days. I just sit down and I want to write.
But I want to delve in somewhere, you know, because some of the viewers have not read the book. And I was just going over it today. Actually, I thought I could read it yesterday. I wasn't able to, but I know I'll finish it this weekend. Ruth, you know, you come off as almost standoffish. I don't know if it's part of life's experience or if it's just the broadcast, you know, how broadcasting has molded us. But I know that that is not really who you are. But beyond that, I saw a high level of vulnerability in this book. You opened up.
Yes.
It is, some will say it's not our custom or it's not our style.
Yeah.
That takes a high level. I'm having goosebumps. It takes a high level of courage because, first of all, you are in the viewer's face, so they'll read it and know a part of you you've not even shared with some family members, and they get to see it in a book. How are you going to receive what's going to come forth? Because a lot will come forth.
Yeah, I know. And I was ready. You know, when people show vulnerability, it's not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of courage.
Oh, you just said it.
Yes, and that's what you just said. And I battled that, you know, I battled that. That was even a piece of me, a story, just a piece. There's a whole lot where that came from. And why I poured that in certain chapters was because I realized that those aspects of my life actually shaped me, actually molded me, transformed me. And while I thought God abandoned me or God just sat and watched me brood and go through that pain, He was there. He was just you know, waiting
That's so
for
profound.
Yes, before you get a gold or diamond, it goes through the rough, right? Before it becomes refined. So, and then I wanted to share that story, that just a bit of it. So, for someone who is going through a pain or whatever challenge, a lot of people have a lot to contend with. You shouldn't see that that is the end of life or just condemn yourself that nothing is going to come through for you again. Take it as a channel where God is taking you. They say there's a light at the end of the tunnel, right? So just take it like, that's a channel I must go through. That's a phase. It's hard because when you come out of it, that's when you can realize. But when you're going through it, you can convince someone, you understand that, okay, please hold forth. It's God. No, you only the person knows where it pinches them. So what I was trying to bring out was that whatever we go through in life, there is a purpose for it. There is a reason for it. If only you just hold forth and keep pushing, you get through. So I know it will come to me, but I want to inspire people to not be afraid of their vulnerability. We all have our flaws.
A lot.
No human is perfect. And it only shapes you to become a better person.
Nice
so
one.
Embrace it.
Nice one.
Amazing. I mean, that was a master class right there. That was a master class on life and what life throws at you. And I think that there's an age, especially when you get to the big 4-0. I mean, you're going to speak to the truth and own your truth and stay by your truth. Now let me come back to my little Miss Adorable and her beautiful mama. Now the entertainment, the Nigerian entertainment space is ever evolving. What's your take on it? I'm talking to you now, Crystal. I'm sure you've watched this space and your daughter is coming up. What do you think of this space of Nigerian entertainment space? And do you think that they have space for our beautiful Miss Adorable? The likes of her, there's so many of them like that that are coming up in that space.
I think that Nigerian entertainment is doing amazing, from Nollywood to Afrobeat. I'm so proud of Afrobeat, to be specific with. You walk into the mall in America and you hear Afrobeat. You know, people are dancing to it, people are singing to the lyrics. You know, and Cleopatra is passionate about Nigerian, anything Nigerian, from the music to the food to the movies. And she has taught herself how to dance the cultural dance, which made her go viral when she arrived. When
she was a little girl?
Yeah, she was the one.
I watched that video.
So she's just a natural. I think it's something ancestral about her that transferred from my mother's father to her. You know, because she has the same birth mark he has right behind her, and he was an entertainer too. So I think that you know, she's embracing it, and we coming to Nigeria now is something spiritual for her to come in and, you know, submit back to her land and know the culture and connect back to her roots. Because me, myself, I come to Nigeria 5 times a year. I do a lot for Nigeria when it comes to philanthropic and youth and sports. So I'm so happy she's here. I'm happy that she's met a lot of celebrities, entertainers, Davido, Flavor, and all of them. So I'm happy about the journey, and I'm not going to pursue it. I'm just going to let her fly.
Do her thing.
Yes. You do sing. Can you sing? You sing, right? You want to sing for us?
I sing in plays whenever I do theater. I just did Annie.
Annie, Broadway or something. What did you do it?
In school.
Oh, it's
okay,
cool.
So
she was late, yeah.
Okay. Well, is there any Nigerian lyric you've heard that you can just sing a line?
What do you sing? What do you sing?
Any Nigerian song you've heard? Is there anything that you've heard that you like that you can just say a line?
Probably Laho.
She loved Laho.
Burna Boy.
No, yeah, Burna Boy. Yes, and Charlie Poppy. No, Charlie Poppy.
Oh, Charlie Poppy.
Charlie Poppy.
Good one. Oh, okay.
So can you sing a line of it?
She has said Laho.
Desperado.
Oh!
Mary. Magmito. Malatelli. It is taking me a photo. Paparazzi. Conjulo. Don't they have me? Egotetto.
Wow.
Oh, Alexander, you are amazing. You know, I hope you are taking excerpts of her stay and sending to her father.
Yes, I am.
Yes. Well done.
Recently, the Nigerian Film Censors Board came to the NTA and it was were received by the executive director of program, who represented the director general. Thelma, that visit was
yes. It was quite intriguing. We had the Director General also of the Census Board, and he talked about regulating information, especially in the internet space, because we need how Nigerians love their brand, respect, their culture. I want to push it out there. So the best positive thing should be what we should shape, our nation and our culture. Just like we have our beautiful sister here, Alexandra, loving who we are. Okay, Cleopatra, loving who we are and celebrating our culture. With Burna Boy's expose today.
That's our executive director program.
This is Tari Taylor.
Our Tari Taylor, the mama, the beautiful
the
babe.
DJ there.
Yeah, the DJ there, and Dr. Shoaibu.
Husseini.
Husseini Shoaibu. And of course, there was exchange of gifts and corporate gifts.
Nice.
We pray that this collaboration will bring a lot of beautiful things to the fore.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Celebrate Nigerians
and
let the world know who we truly
look at this
are.
combination. Yes.
Let them know who we truly are.
NTA and the videos.
A proud and patriotic people.
Nigeria, indeed. And we're wrapping up the show, and we want to hear final words from our amazing guest. I'll start with Ruth.
Okay, so for purpose is not safety. Of course, that's what I should talk about.
Yes.
It doesn't matter what life throws at you. Embrace God's grace in your life. Just keep going. It doesn't matter if you're Christian or Muslim. Just position yourself for God to align you, with your purpose. Because in the end, you are the purpose, actually.
Yeah, you are actually. Amazing. Okay, so.
Well,
you're in a deep place. What happened to you? You're in a deep place.
Okay, life is a learning curve, and I'm learning so much even from Cleopatra, from Ruth, from her mom. Cleopatra, you've enjoyed Nigeria. I heard you say you want your friends to come over from Las Vegas.
Yes.
You'll come with them next time?
Yes.
We look forward to hosting
But
you.
they have to pay for their flight ticket.
Oh yeah, they have to pay for their flight ticket.
But of course.
They have to pay for their flight tickets. I like that.
Okay, thank you very much. Mom, you've had a very brilliant experience here so far. You're not going yet, but you've already touched lives. Tell us about the experience in 30 seconds.
So one of my philanthropics of life is uniting a diverse nation, giving back to the youth and kids in Nigeria. As a global cultural activist with over 39,000 kids and one of the biggest kids company in USA training talents, it's very important for Nigerian parents to keep empowering their kids, allow them to be who they want to be. Do not restrict them. Do not position them in a way where you just want them to stick to be a doctor or lawyer. Let them flow and teach them the culture and to be proud and rooted in the culture from a very young age. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
God bless our great
Praise
country.
God. Thank you, Selma. Thank you. Thank you, Ruth.
You're welcome. Thank you for bringing me back here. It's home.
It's home.
It's been great having you, really.
Okay, so let's take music.
DJ Osh.
Osh. MC Osh.
Okay, MC, I said DJ, yeah. Okay,
we got nothing but love for you from here. Woo.
I want you to play a special number. No, different.
From the river to the south, and the forest to the west, and the desert to the north. This is who I am, and this is who I am. In the forest to the west, and the rivers to the south. Oh, the rivers to the south, the desert to the north. This is who I am. I am Nigeria. I am Nigerian. I am Nigerian. I am Nigerian. I've got the green in my heart, the white in my eyes, the fire in my soul. I've got the green in my heart, the white in my eyes, and the fire in my soul. This is who I am, not afraid to say, not afraid to say. I am Nigerian. I am Nigerian. I am Nigerian. I am Nigerian. Say I am Nigerian. I am Nigerian. I am Nigerian.